What's up, Guiding Bolt fans? This is Nick, and thank you for joining me for today's Code Wars challenge, where we're going to attempt to solve disembowel trolls. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this. Under the instructions, it says that trolls are attacking your comment section. I'm going to have to disable comments for this video. A common way to deal with this situation is to remove all of the vowels from the troll's comments, neutralizing the threat. If only it were that easy. Your task is to write a function that takes a string and return a new string with all vowels removed. For example, the string "this website is for losers lol" would become "this website for loser lol" or something like that. Note, for this kata, Y isn't considered a vowel. Alright, so I don't think this should be too hard. Let's go ahead, and what I like to do is I'm just going to go ahead and copy this little snippet of a function that they've provided for us here in Codewars, and I'm going to actually drop this into PyCharm because I find it's easier just to test things over here, and then when I think I have working code, or when it works here, I'll just go drop it into Codewars and give it a test there. So we'll copy that in, and first thing, let's go ahead and I guess we're going to declare which vowels we're actually going to use. So let's go ahead and set a variable. We'll call it vowels because it makes sense. This is going to be a string, so either using double or single quotes, and then we're going to go ahead and include A, E, I, O, and U, and not include Y. And it said to return this as a new string, so I think instead of returning string here, let's go ahead and we will return a new string. Put that in camel case. And let's go ahead and create a new string placeholder right now that we can use. And we'll just go ahead and make that equal to nothing. And what I'm thinking we're going to do here is let's go ahead and just create a for loop to iterate over string, and then we will check it against vowels, and if the letter is in vowels, then we won't include it in our new string. And to code that out, let's go ahead and say for s in string. String. There we go, tab completion. For s in string, we'll go ahead and then drop down into an if statement, and we'll say if s, and we'll say not. So if it's not in vowels, then we're going to go ahead and say new string is equal to new string. So it's equal to itself plus s. So the very first time that it runs through this, new string is going to be equal to new string, which is nothing, plus s, so plus whatever this placeholder is, so whatever letter is currently iterating through. And I think that should pretty much do it. And let's go ahead and let's create something here to test with. So we're going to go ahead and have to call that function. So we're going to say disemvowel. Did I spell that right? No, disemvowel. Let's go ahead. We'll put that inside of these bad boys. And let's go ahead and create a string to use. So we'll say this is for testing only. There we go, that's a good string. And then just so we can actually see what this returns right now for testing, let's go ahead and print that out. Otherwise, what's going to happen? Actually, let me show you what will happen if we don't do that. So hopefully, if I didn't get anything wrong in there, this will run. So we can see here that it ran. It finished without error, but we don't actually see anything because we didn't actually do anything with the returned new string. So let's go ahead and actually print out what this is returning. There we go. And however you say that. So it does look like it is missing the vowel. So I think we are good to go ahead and give this a try. Let's go ahead and copy this code back, and then we're going to go ahead and drop this back over into Codewars and see what it spits out at us. So let's go ahead and give this a test. Uh-oh. So we got something wrong here. So let's see here. First, fix the test. So it tells us what it came back with and then what it's supposed to equal. So what did we get wrong here? THS, WBST, FR, losers. Oh, so we got, oh, I see. Sneaky, sneaky. So we see there the capital O there. We are only trying to match on AEO or AEIOU lowercase. So we didn't match the capital O. So let's go ahead and say AEIOU in uppercase as well. We'll just add that to our current variable, and then we'll go ahead and test this again. There we go. So now we have passed all the tests. Alright, so let's just clean this up just a little bit. We'll just go ahead and shorten this piece up here. Just do a little tiny bit of refactoring. We're going to say new string, instead of being equal to new string plus s, we're just going to say new string plus equals s, which is the exact same thing. It's just shortening it up. And let's go ahead and give that another test. There we go. So we have passed all the tests again. Let's go ahead and attempt that. Alright, so it ran it through a bunch of different tests here. Doesn't actually show us what was passed to it, but you can see here that it was put through the ringer, and it looks like we passed all of them, so we can go ahead and submit that. And then now, after we have submitted that, you should see everybody else that has found a solution for this. It shows their answers here as well. I always like to go through these after I complete it and just see what other neat solutions other people came up with. So be sure to go ahead and check that out as well. And I think that'll do it for today's video. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop it down below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.